Welcome back to EduTube, your go-to channel for easy and fun learning. Today, we'll explore Lecture 31, Relative Frequency, Axiomatic Definition, and the Laws of Probability. Let's make these concepts easy to understand with everyday examples and clear explanations. Rocket Section 1. Relative Frequency Definition of Probability. What is relative frequency? Imagine you're tossing a coin multiple times. The probability of landing heads or tails can be estimated by looking at the number of times each outcome occurs relative to the total number of tosses. 1. Example. If you toss a coin 10 times and get heads 7 times, the relative frequency of getting heads is 7/10 or 70%. Everyday analogy. Think about how often you go to your favorite coffee shop. If you visit 5 out of 7 days in a week, the relative frequency of your visits is 5/7 or about 71%. Section 2. Axiomatic Definition of Probability. Axiomatic definition. Probability can also be defined using a set of basic rules or axioms. 1. Axiom 1. The probability of any event is a non-negative number. 2. Axiom 2. The probability of the certain event, something that always happens, is 1. 3. Axiom 3. If two events cannot happen simultaneously, the probability of either event happening is the sum of their individual probabilities. Everyday analogy. Consider the rules of a game. For example, in a dice game, each face of the die, 1 to 6, has an equal chance of landing face up. The sum of the probabilities of all faces is 1. Section 3. Laws of Probability. Rule of complementation. The probability of an event happening plus the probability of it not happening equals 1. 1. Formula. P, A, plus P, A, equals 1, 2. Example. If the probability of raining today, P, rain, is 0.3, then the probability of not raining, P, not rain, is 10.3 equals 0.7. Addition theorem. For any two events A and B, the probability of either A or B happening is the sum of their probabilities minus the probability of both happening. 1. Formula. P, A or B, equals P, A, plus phosphorus monoboride P, A and B. 2. Example. If the probability of rolling a 2 on a die, P, 2, is 1/6, then the probability of rolling an even number, P, even, is 1/2. Then, P, 2 or even, equals P, 2, plus P, even, P, 2 and even, P, 2 or even, equals 1/6 plus 1, 2 and a 6th equals 1/2. Section 4. Tips, tricks, and strategies. Exam preparation tips. 1. Understand the concepts. Don't just memorize formulas. 1. Understand the underlying concepts. 2. Practice problems. Work through various examples to solidify your understanding. 3. Visual aids. Use diagrams and charts to visualize probability problems. Tricks for success. 1. Use real-life scenarios. Apply probability concepts to real-life situations to make them more relatable. 2. Group study. Discussing with peers can provide new insights and enhance understanding. Section 5. Recap and practice questions. Quick recap. 1. Relative frequency. Estimate probability by observing outcomes over repeated trials. 2. Axiomatic definition. Use basic rules to define probability. 3. Laws of probability. Apply rules like complementation and addition theorem. Practice questions. 1. Question 1. If you flip a coin 20 times and it lands heads 12 times, what is the relative frequency of getting heads? 2. Question 2. Explain the rule of complementation with an everyday example. 3. Question 3. If the probability of rolling a 3 on a die is 1/6 and the probability of rolling an odd number is 1/2, what is the probability of rolling a 3 or an odd number? Conclusion. That's it for Lecture 31. probability doesn't have to be daunting. By breaking it down into simple steps and using everyday examples, you can master these concepts. Keep practicing, stay curious, and you'll do great on your exams. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to EduTube for more educational content. Happy studying!